What's going on, guys? It's Mighty in Christ. I appreciate you for coming through and tuning in on today. Now, before I get started, I just want to thank every single person who came through to support my last video. I mean, the likes, the shares, the comments, the suggestions. You guys really came through. So I just want to thank you and express how appreciative I am. Because oftentimes when I do this YouTube thing, I don't expect anyone to come through because I feel so undeserving of support due to my inconsistencies, of course. And oftentimes those inconsistencies are valid reasons, and sometimes it's just laziness. And I'm sure you guys understand. But nonetheless, I wanted to share my best Black Ops 4 gameplay with you guys. As you guys can see, we are on the classic firing range, and this map is up there with the same hate that I have for Nuketown. I can't stand this map, man, and it seems like everyone loves it. I cannot have one gaming session without playing this map at least like 4 or 5 times, just to keep it 100%. But in this gameplay, I dropped 147 kills, and I died 6 times, and so this is the highest kills I got in Black Ops 4, 147 kills, the highest KD. The only thing that did not add the icing on the cake was the nuclear. So you guys will see soon, unfortunately, that I die on a 26 gun streak. I run around the corner and it's 2 people. And you guys know how it is. If you run into 2 people in this game, you're most likely going to die unless you have the Spitfire or you have like a specialist ability like the gravity spikes, for example. Those are like 2 weapons or equipment, if you will, that can get you out of those tight situations when you run into 2 people. But I had neither, so I was just kind of hung out to dry, and I got laid down pretty quick, but it's all good. So in this video, I wanted to touch on the Endurance Chaos Moshpit. I wanted to talk about that playlist and also just this class setup, because I listened to a couple of you guys' suggestions, because in my last video I talked about how I felt Black Ops 4 was stale. And some of you guys, some of my golden subscribers, you guys left suggestions on, how to make it feel fresh. And one of the suggestions was to try a new game mode. So in this video, I took heed to that advice. As you guys can see, we are playing Hardpoint. This is not your traditional Hardpoint. This is the Hardpoint that is in the Endurance Chaos Moshpit. And if you have not tried it, what the Endurance Chaos Moshpit is, it's like certain game modes that are extended points wise. So for example, they have Hardpoint, Kill Confirm, Domination, and TDM. And I believe the traditional Hardpoint score limit is 250. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't play Hardpoint, so I'm not sure, I'm just guessing. But in this particular video, the Hardpoint score limit went to 500. So that's why I think it's 250, because that's half of 500, you know what I mean? But anyway, man, I've been playing the Endurance Chaos Moshpit for a few hours now, and I have gotten some of the best gameplays that I have gotten on Black Ops 4. I'm talking like 100 pluses, 26, 27 gun streaks, just crazy, nasty gameplays. And you guys will see those very soon. So if you have not played this limited time playlist, definitely try it. I'm not sure how long it's going to be here, because next Tuesday we are expecting and we're getting an update, so it may change, but I truly wish that this was a permanent game mode, because I think this would be all I would play, honestly. But definitely try it. So the Hades class setup. So oftentimes when it comes to the LMGs, you guys always see people use the Titan. The Titan is always the go-to LMG just due to how versatile it is, just up close, mid-range, and long range. And sometimes I even feel guilty just using it, because if you know how to use it, man, the Titan is so deadly. That's why you guys probably won't see any gameplays from me, because when I see those gameplays, I'm like, the Titan, you know. But it is what it is. So in this gameplay, I'm using 2 deadly attachments, or actually, I'm sorry, 3 attachments. 2 attachments are just crazy good. So the first attachment that's really good is the suppressor. You guys already know the suppressor keeps you off the map, allows you to flank, and a lot of people don't use the suppressor on the Hades, I noticed, man, or the Hades at all for that matter. But I always run the suppressor. And the second deadly attachment that this LMG has is the crossbar. So the crossbar allows you to hip fire. You can't aim down sight, so obviously if you're hip firing, your range is restricted, so you have reduced range, but I believe you have increased damage. Correct me if I'm wrong. But in this particular class, I was running like I said, the suppressor, the operator mod, the crossbar, and just extended mags, or fast mags, I'm sorry. My gear, I believe, was the acoustic sensor. Sometimes I run the ComSec device depending on the lobby and just kind of depending on the map. As far as perks, I ran engineer, dexterity, and dead silence. So with perk 1 and perk 2, you can kind of alter that, if you will. You don't have to use it engineer. I just like it because I can see everything on the map, because also in this playlist, you can use 2 of each specialist. And I ran into a lobby where there was 2 nomads and they had those trip mines all over the map, and I promised myself I would never die from a trip mine again after that, because literally in that gameplay, man, it was like every time I spawn, like I would run around a corner and just get demolished by a trip mine. So you can change that. Sometimes I run tac mash just to avoid, you already know, the seeker drone or the concussion or the 9-bang. But I took it off because I noticed that not a lot of people use it in the lobbies that I be in. So for the second perk, dexterity, I like it because I can climb objects and get up places quicker, and also I can slide, and I jump shot often, and you get better handling. I don't know what that guy was doing. He just was looking at the wall. He probably knew I was coming, so he just was lining up to die, I guess. But definitely try this class setup, man. This is my most enjoyable class setup right now. Like every gaming session, I always play with this class setup. So definitely try it. It's very fun. And with this class setup, again, since you are suppressed, you have more confidence because you can flank and you're a little bit more riskier, which is good at times, because you kind of got to be risky in order to get high scoring gameplays, and especially nuclears. So give this class a try. And in this gameplay, it's kind of winding down here, so I'm gonna wrap it up here soon. But I just continue my streak. My streaks are overlapping, man, and my strike teams, I kept just calling them in, and you can only have on one set of strike team members at a time. So every time I called in my strike team, it killed my other strike team members on the map. It just was crazy. And as you guys just saw, I just hit the brutal metal, and I'm like, man, I definitely want to achieve this nuclear. So I'm running around, and this where it gets risky. So my attack helicopter saved me right there. I kill this guy, I kill this person with my attack helicopter, and then I run around this corner, and I'm like, let me breathe real quick. Let me breathe and let me go back out here. So they ended up flipping over here. This is not what I recall happening, to be honest. I thought I ran around the corner and died. Hey, I might drop the nuclear. thought I died, or maybe the time limit went out. See, I'm kind of confused because so many gameplays, but nonetheless, thank you for your support. Thank you for coming through, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. God bless you. Take care.